Now, this is one of those features right here, scripts or file script statistics, that is really good for like one single use case, and then in all other things it kind of gets too confusing to be useful. So let's say that you have a bunch of images that you've taken of a tourist spot and you want to make it so you're only seeing this, like just the tourist spot itself. If you have a tripod and if you have, 20 minutes or so to take it at different positions, or, maybe just 10 minutes as people are walking by and by, what you can do is you can go into File, Scripts, Statistics, and then you can load in the different pictures. Let me just, didn't want to do that. I'm just going to browse for the open pictures right here. Here we go. And I'm just going to select these 6 right here. And then you wait kind of forever for it to load. And what it does is it loads these 6 in. Make sure to set statistics on median. And what that does is it finds the average of basically all of the things that you've loaded, assuming it's on a tripod, assuming they haven't moved at all, assuming you set this up absolutely perfectly. And then what you can have is there was a bunch of tourists in front of it. It takes all of them out. So we're left with something that's like this. And you can see that this wasn't exactly aligned. And there's problems that I need to go into it afterwards. But anyway, that's kind of the idea of what Scripts Statistics does. It does other things as well, but that's the main thing that people use it for. Remember to set it on median for that to work. So just a taste of that, one of those one-use features. And then Scripts browsers, all sorts of other scripts out there. But again, we're not getting into scripts in this course because that's above and beyond. So file info is the sort of thing where you can kind of get info about the file. Most of the times you're not going to use this because if you're doing it, the only place you're actually going to look at it is inside of Bridge, and then kind of the file info that happens if you go into, I don't know, one of the metadata tags, and you can find out all of the info in here in a lot more intuitive of a way. So print, obviously, there's all sorts of options inside of the print dialog, and we don't dig into quite as much about printing in this course, largely because I focus on web and video more than print, and I'm well aware that that's a huge other range of places where people are using Photoshop. But, the dialogues that are relevant, you can kind of look at them, and it's the sort of thing, do you want it to be on the center of the page, scaling, height, width, all of the standard sort of things, setting the crop marks, things like that for standard printing options. There's all sorts of options right here. And again, I'm the first to say that web and video are my specialty in Photoshop. Print is not my specialty, but this is generally where all the print dialogues are. So let's just keep going. Print one copy. Pretty straightforward, just kind of prints it without the big dialogue. Let's move on to the edit menu.